Welcome to 5:30 News with your host, Anvil Burnett.
Good evening, and welcome to 5:30 News. I'm Anvil Burnett, Chief Anchorman. A student here at UCD has been making waves on campus through a strange and what some would call inspiring form of protest. On the scene earlier today was Julia Stauber.
This morning, 21-year-old Larry Beamish was just like any other student. But things would change forever when, as he was preparing to use a urinal in the Newman bathroom, Beamish was seized by a frustratingly familiar feeling, a dysfunction that affects men of all ages. It's not peer pressure, it's pee pressure. And research indicates that 2 out of every 3 men will experience it before the age of 20. Pee pressure is the tension one feels when one must relieve oneself in the presence or proximity of strangers. Unsurprisingly, this pressure is never more acutely felt than at the urinal, where one feels as though they are subject to the judgment and scrutiny of their peers. Ironically, it is the resulting self-consciousness that inhibits one's ability to urinate and therefore prolongs the amount of time spent at the urinal.
Hey, could you blur my face there?
Oh,
Thanks.
no, sorry. To say Beamish felt this pressure would be an understatement.
You know, this isn't the first time this has happened. I always dread needing to go in public bathrooms, and I do usually end up waiting until one of the stalls is free, but this morning I just had enough. I said, you know what? I don't care how long it takes. I'm not moving from this urinal until I've actually used it.
Beamish has been for 8 hours.
Wait! I feel something. I feel a bit tingly. I think it's... Wait, no, it's false alarm. Will you guys get me a water?
Mr. Beamish, in recent hours, some of your fellow students have called you the most important and influential person to attend UCD since James Joyce.
The librarian?
No, James Joyce was a writer.
What does he do now?
As word of Beamish's protest spread across campus, the third-year art student quickly and incidentally cultivated a small following of supporters.
As you can see behind me, a great many people have turned out in support and protest of Beamish. Many have expressed not only admiration for the man, but an almost fanatical devotion to him. Whatever their degree of commitment, it is clear from the sheer size of this gathering that Beamish is not without allies and antagonists.
I totally approve of what he's doing. And I feel like people that don't are deliberately trying to undermine him. You know, I really sympathize with that pain, you know? Like one night I was out at a club with a few friends and like I really needed to go, but I just knew that if I went, I just couldn't. So I started loading up with vodka and spirits until, my balls exploded. So when people ask if I support what he's doing, I say absolutely.
Well, if you ask me, there's one less urinal available to use, so that puts a lot of unnecessary pressure on, for want of a better term, the urinal economy, which I'm not a fan of. I don't think the Beamish should stop to consider the ramifications of his actions. It's slowed down the whole process dramatically.
I think I feel like we've all been taught to suffer in silence about pee pressure. And speaking out means risking your reputation, but urinals are scary, man. You're surrounded by a load of other guys with their out, and you know exactly what they're thinking. They're thinking, why can't I hear anything? Where's the stream? Why is it so small? Why does it look like that? And I just really respect his bravery,
Beamish has proven to be a somewhat divisive figure amongst his fellow students. The one thing seemingly everyone can agree on, however, is that he cannot keep this up much longer. At 10 hours in, it's only a matter of time before Beamish achieves his goal, at which point only one question remains to be answered. What's next for Beamish and his movement?
I can't lie and say this has been a very positive experience for me. I've lost friends who no longer want to be associated with me. People have taken so many pictures of my at so many different angles that could probably be rendered in modelling software and 3D printed. My dad had the family solicitor remove me from his will. An hour or two later, he was killed by a falling piano. Anyway, it's been rough. But this isn't an isolated instance of resistance, this isn't performance art. Sooner or later, I'm going to have to use a public bathroom again. And when that day comes, I'm going to have to do this all over again. I mean, ideally, a little faster than last time, but if not, so be it. I'm confident that there will come a day when latency is no longer an issue, and I can walk in and out of a public bathroom in 2 minutes.
Mr. Beamish, what do you have to say to your fans that have turned out in numbers to support you and cheer you on as you enter what we can only hope is the final stretch of your journey?
It makes sense when you understand. The misery made me another marked man. And I'm always looking over my shoulder. Each new day I'm another year older. Shoulder bound to the frame of a door, chewed into shape like a stone on the shore.
In the hours since that fateful act of protest, Beamish has sparked a heated debate around pee pressure, an issue many still regard as inconsequential given our current socio-political climate. Whatever your position on the subject, it cannot be denied that Mr. Larry Beamish has given us all a lot to think about. I'm Julia Stauber, and this was 530 News.
Thank you for that, Julia. Now, our next story comes from the Midlands, where a local boy has fallen into a reservoir. Understood. We've just received word of an update regarding the Beamish story. Breaking news. In a tragic turn of events, Larry Beamish has died. We here at 530 News are heartbroken and extend our condolences to his friends, family, and followers. I understand we have Julia Stauber live on the scene, so we'll be going straight to her. Julia?
Thanks, Anvil. I'm reporting live from outside the Newman building on the UCD campus where, as you can see behind me, a large group of people, some of whom were here earlier to support Beamish, have gathered outside the premises to watch as his body is taken away. 530 News has been informed that an expert was able to determine the cause of death, determination corroborated by this man here, Topher Bordeaux.
What do you do?
Topher, you were the only other person in the bathroom with Beamish when he died. Can you please describe those final tragic moments?
Yeah, I'd be glad to. Me and Beamish were just standing at the urinal. We were making idle chatter. I think I asked him, did he think the vampire urine was really yellow, on account of him only drinking blood and not water. Anyway, he didn't answer because right then his bladder just fucking exploded.
I'm sorry, would you mind not cursing during the interview?
Just edit it out.
We're live.
I'm so sorry. It's so embarrassing.
It's okay.
Anyway, like I was saying, it was like somebody planted a grenade in his pelvis. It just blew him right in half. It was awful. But I think the experts have a better grasp of the situation.
Yes,
so
yes, I think
no,
you're right.
no. If it may I, Julia? Thank you, Julia.
Excuse
thank
me?
you, Julia. Dr. Goggles, as the expert, do you mind giving the viewers at home an explanation of exactly how Beamish died? And we are live, so please do not swear.
Well, to put it simply, Mr. Beamish's inability, yes, to relieve himself simply put too great a strain on the bladder that it simply caused it to rupture. For you see, a rupture of this...
What do you think? Does his mustache look alright? Yeah, probably.
I was taking a picture of Mr. Beamish's penis.
I see.
And although I'm ashamed to admit it, it is proof of my innocence. And if you do want to see it, it's graphic.
What? Give us a look at that! Oh my God!
No.
Oh,
No,
it's
Julia.
like a Spanish flag in a washing machine.
I'm so sorry to the viewers at home. We cannot show that. That would be morally reprehensible.
Straight to the tabloids.
Back to you, Anvil. Hey, what the fuck was that? Why'd you keep rolling? I can't work like this. God. Fuck!
Thank you, Julia. That's all we have for now, but we'll be sure to keep an eye on the story and report on any further updates. Suffice to say, the team here at 530 News are deeply saddened by the passing of Larry Beamish, and we extend our deepest condolences to his friends, family, and followers. And one more thing, if I may. While his act of protest may seem smaller in scale, this reporter has no doubt that its impact will reverberate through the coming years and create a more tolerant and understanding generation. It's safe to say that Mr. Beamish will be missed. Rest in peace. Peace. Rest in peace. Knock, knock. What's up? What are you reading?
Yeah, just the brief.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, just having trouble with the teleprompter.
Oh, yeah, you'll get it eventually. I mean, I don't really read the teleprompter, nothing like that. Kind of straight off the dome. Yeah. So, what are you up to for the evening?
I don't know. I might go.
Yeah, I was thinking of don't know, maybe taking the Lexus out for a spin. Maybe pick up the boys. I think we got a free pass to Fly Fit.
Where are your pants?
Huh? Oh, yeah. Wardrobe malfunction. But,
Yeah.
don't worry about it. I'll get them back. Yeah.